Hello everyone, this is 05 and welcome to the Cobra Buzz Central Toy Review. And today so you're looking at the 1987 release by Hasbro of the G.I. Joe vehicle review. And today's vehicle review we'll be looking at the Cobra Buzz Boar. Now I got this straight from eBay and this cost me 100 ringgit. And I have to make 3 separate purchases from 3 different sellers because first off, the Cobra Buzz Boar mostly being sold in eBay by majority of the eBay sellers, quite expensive for a small size vehicle like this. So I wanted to get a decent price Cobra Buzz Boar as decent price as possible. So I saw one eBay seller that actually sells the body of the Cobra Buzz Boar minus the 2 missiles and the dual cannons. So I have to make 2 more other purchases for the missiles and the dual cannon. Now the Cobra Buzz Boar here, which I purchased, does not come with a box nor an instruction manual, but I can live without them. Originally released in 1987, the Cobra Buzz Boar, well, does not come with a figure. You still have to assemble the entire vehicle itself with according to the instruction manual, and that's all you get. There is no figure and there's no other stuff given for the vehicle. Now the vehicle does come with 2 accessories, which is the 2 missiles there. As you can see, the missiles basically slide in, you use the fin itself, one of the fin, and you slide into this slot there to make it stay onto the vehicle itself. But it is quite difficult to have the missile stay onto the vehicle without it falling off, because the moment you tap it, it will just pop off quite easily, making the 2 missiles the most easily losable accessories. Another easily losable not accessory but part of the vehicle's body is the dual cannons itself. Now because the dual cannon, the peg here is a bit too short, so when you peg it onto the vehicle like so, and when you try to turn it around, it tends to pop off very easily. Hence why that seller is selling the Cobra Buzz Boar only on its body and not the missiles and the dual cannons. Now let's take a outlook onto the entire vehicle itself. The Cobra Buzz Boar is shaped like a giant buzzsaw vehicle, and its uniqueness is one of the things that I really liked when I was a kid, when I first saw it being sold in the mall, in the store itself, the department toy store. It makes me really wanted to get the Cobra Buzz Boar because the design itself is very nice. The Cobra Buzz Boar main weapon, not counting the 2 weapons on the side itself, is the blade itself. Now it travels by cutting through the ground dirt itself or underground, making it sort of like a subterranean type vehicle. So it cuts through using the blades itself, and it also uses the blade to cut through enemy troops, which is making this entire vehicle very brutal indeed compared to the other Cobra armored vehicles. This is the most brutal machine being made by the Cobra forces, hence why I really like this vehicle. Apart from all that, besides using the blade itself to cut through enemy troops, it does have 2 missiles as mentioned before, and of course the dual cannons on one side, making the vehicle light and brutal, and also has some defense against long range enemy opponents. Very nice. Now let's take a look at the vehicle's colors. Now bear in mind this is an 80s toy, so it doesn't have any paint job applied onto the vehicle, but it does have 4 different types of colors for the plastic material color itself. The body is made of a light gray plastic material color from one side here and also on the other side. The hatch door and the dual cannons is made of a dark gray plastic material color. The Cobra logo here, 2 of the missiles, and of course the seating inside is made of a orange plastic material color. Finally, we have the blade itself, made of a red plastic material color. Now the Velcro for this size is quite nice, considering they use 4 types of plastic material color to actually make this Velcro look way more nicer than it is. Very nicely done. Very good choice for Hasbro to opt for 4 different type of colors for the Velcro. Very nice. Let's take a look at the Velcro's mold. On one side here, very nice. You get to see the hatch here, but on this corner here we have a very nice Cobra logo now. A nice little mold of a Cobra logo on one angle here. Half is hatch here, or more than half. You get to see the bars, and in between the bars itself the gap is quite widened up, so you get to see the inside of the Velcro. You get the seating inside. If I move the Velcro up close a little bit, you get to see a little bit more the details of the inside of the Velcro as well. Very nice. And you can open the hatch all the way this far and place the figure inside the cockpit. Here we have the seating of the cockpit itself. For a single seater, one side here, on the inside of the cockpit, there's one joystick. You get to see a little bit more the details on the inside as well. There's a bit of sticker applications as well. Now what's funny about the Cobra Buzz Boar is that when the pilot sits inside, there's no view screen from the inside here, so it makes me wonder how they actually, well, see where they are going. Now there's a little bit of explanation, possibly because they use, well, radar, because there's a smaller radar screen here on one of the armrests. Maybe, I might be wrong. Or they could have, you know, used the side door to view through. But then again, it's kind of hard to see from the front, considering you can only see from the side. So piloting this Velcro is quite difficult. Apart from all that, there's a little bit more the details on this section here. You got the 2 missiles as well. The 2 missiles there, as I mentioned before. It actually is a very easily losable item, and you have to use one of the fins to slide through the slots itself, like so. On the other side, we have the dual cannon. Now the dual cannon here can throw downwards or all the way to the back, like so. And also a lot more details, like this tubing here, this block, sealed hatch, ventilation intake, a lot of nice details, smaller hatches there, rivets, very nice. And of course the blade. As you can see, the design of the blade itself is also quite nicely done, but you also have to be careful with the blade itself. If you're, well, playing it too much by having it roll on dirt ground, you'll stress the plastic, considering this is a very old toy. And even back then when they first released, these blades are also quite easily worn out if you play it too much by rolling onto the dirt ground itself, stressing all the plastic itself and breaking it apart. Now the Cobra Buzz Boar here, despite that it uses the blade itself to move around, it is still able to stand up straight, well, at least on one angle or so, because due to the back end here, as you can see the design of the Cobra Buzz Boar, it uses this tube back end here to stabilize itself. Very nice. Now the vehicle can roll, well, somewhat. It rolls quite well on dirt ground, which I advise not to. It's rolled very well on dirt ground, but it also roll the same for, well, carpet surfaces. However, it doesn't roll very well at all when it's on a smooth surface. So it's meant to play around with on carpet ground surfaces or on dirt ground itself. Now let's try to place a figure into the Cobra Buzz Boar. I have next to me a track viper. I don't have a Cobra Trooper, so bear with me on this. We place a figure inside like so, and he sits inside, and you can close the hatch like so. And you can see the pilot inside as well. Now in your mind you must be thinking, Is it compatible for a 25th anniversary figure or even to the new 30th anniversary figure? Well, it is compatible to a 25th anniversary figure, and it will be, well, it has to be the Baroness figure because she is slender enough to fit inside. Any, well, figure, male figure especially, or any figure that's bigger to the Cobra Baroness figure will have a very difficult time to fit the figure into the cockpit. As you can see, she is able to fit into the cockpit quite nicely. Well, of course, I have to adjust the legs a little bit higher so she doesn't look a little bit awkward sitting in the inside of the cockpit of the Cobra Buzz Boar. We're putting her inside like so. There you have it. Well, her butt is still not sticking onto the seating itself, but she still fits quite well. So it does fit for a 25th anniversary figure, but any other figure than that, it will be quite tight and they won't be able to fit in because due to the limited space in that section there where the Baroness legs are. You can see very small space in this section here. Still, the Cobra Buzz Boar is a very unique vehicle, very nice vehicle, especially with the colors. The mold is also quite nice, simple but still very nice, and a very ferocious, brutal looking vehicle. If I'm gonna give a rating on this, I will give it an 8 out of 10 because the problem with the Cobra Buzz Boar is that the two accessories like the missiles tend to get lost quite easily because, well, it tends to fall off from the vehicle quite easily, and also the dual cannons at the side as well. So 8 out of 10 for the Cobra Buzz Boar, and I thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05 and I'm signing off.